TikTok's parent company ByteDance has just previewed X-Portrait 2, a new portrait animation model built in cooperation with researchers from Tsinghua University, China's best-ranked university in science and technology. The model is an evolution of the first-generation X-Portrait technology, which was presented earlier this year at SIGGRAPH, and provides similar functionality to Runway's Act 1 tool, though the comparison with the latter is not entirely fair, as Act 1 generates a full video sequence, not just AI avatars. X-Portrait 2 works by taking two inputs, a static portrait image and a driving video. It uses the facial expressions and speech patterns of the human present in the driving video to animate the other human in the static image, generating expressive and realistic videos as an output. What's remarkable about X-Portrait 2 is how it is able to capture even the more subtle facial expressions from the inputs and preserve them in the outputs, thanks to improvements in its expression encoder, which has been pre-trained on a large dataset likely sourced from user-generated content on TikTok or Douyin. X-Portrait 2 relies on a generative diffusion model to accurately render the facial expressions and head movements in the output video, including pouting, two-gout, cheek puffing, and frowning. Diffusion models have become the norm in image and video generation over the last 24 months because they offer greater control, flexibility, and are less susceptible to model collapse compared to GANs. The other noticeable innovation of X-Portrait 2 compared to its predecessor is the ability to disentangle appearance and motion, allowing the new model to focus solely on facial expressions and then faithfully transfer those expressions across different filmmaking techniques and styles, for example from live-action shots to animation clips. Therefore, the researchers argue that X-Portrait 2 could be deployed as a fast iteration tool in the video production process of Hollywood-quality animations or movies, saving valuable time and resources for visual effects teams. X-Portrait 2 is one of several portrait animation solutions I've seen trending on social media over the last month. It feels like many of the companies that launched general-purpose video generators earlier this year, Kuaishu's Kling AI, Minimax's Video 01, Hailuo AI, Luma AI's Dream Machine, Pika or Runway's Gen 3 Alpha, are now looking to optimize their technology for more specific use cases such as AI avatars, because they sense there could be a market for this technology among professional quality video creators. Something to keep in mind is that these image-to-video approaches don't fully generate lip-sync performances from a synthetic voice in a way that Synthesia has done with this video, since they rely on an existing expressive video to drive the character's facial movements. And, as with other general-purpose video models, there are open questions about how well they generalize in real scenarios, since the results presented are always cherry-picked to illustrate the best outputs. It's also noteworthy that more than half of the companies listed above come from China, which is culturally more open toward digital humans and also has a thriving animation and interactive entertainment community that produces high-quality user-generated content optimized for social sharing. And now here are this week's news. The Information has published a list detailing how the top 50 companies in the US are using AI, whose models they are using, and how much they are spending based on interviews with tech executives and other data, revealing that some companies are on track to spend tens of millions of dollars annually on conversational AI powered by large language models. The New York Times reports how a radio station in Poland fired its on-air talent and brought in AI-generated presenters. An outcry over a purported chat with a Nobel laureate quickly ended that experiment. The Danish Center for AI Innovation is a new company built to run Denmark's national AI supercomputer, which opened last week with a glitzy launch party featuring Frederik X, the King of Denmark, and Jensen Huang, the King of AI. An acronym for Churchy Answers That Help You, Kathy is a new AI chatbot that answers faith-based questions from the perspective of a friendly, knowledgeable Episcopalian. Despite its feminine name, the priest bot, as Kathy sometimes calls itself, is genderless. Most AI builders don't say where they are getting the data they use to train their bots and models, but legally, they're required to say what they are doing with their customers' data. In this new series, Axios will tell you, company by company, what all the key players are saying and doing with your personal information and content. The rapid rise of artificial intelligence gives the world's largest oil companies a major incentive to increase their investments in renewable energy, according to Sultan Al Jaber, the chief executive of Abu Dhabi's national oil company. Walt Disney is forming a new group to coordinate the company's use of emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence and mixed reality, as the media giant explores applications across its film, television, and theme park divisions. The newly formed Office of Technology Enablement will be led by Jamie Voris, the film studio's chief technology officer who spearheaded development of Disney's app for the Apple Vision Pro mixed reality device. Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter Bernice on Monday condemned an artificially generated video of the civil rights leader praising former President Donald Trump as both parties courted black voters on Election Day. The UK government is launching an artificial intelligence chatbot to help businesses chart the 700,000-page labyrinth that is the gov.uk website, and it looks like users can expect varied results. The experimental system will be tested by up to 15,000 business users before wider availability, possibly next year. Less than 3% of VC funding annually goes to female-only founding teams. To capitalize on the current AI boom, women say that building connections with each other has been their lifeline. The UK government will provide businesses with a new platform to help assess and mitigate the risks posed by artificial intelligence, as it seeks to be the global leader in testing the safety of the novel technology. The platform will bring together guidance and practical resources for businesses to use to carry out impact assessments and evaluations of new AI technologies, and review the data underpinning machine learning algorithms to check for bias. Saudi Arabia is planning a new artificial intelligence project with backing of as much as $100 billion as it seeks to develop a technological hub to rival the neighboring United Arab Emirates. The state-backed entity will invest in data centers, startups, and other infrastructure to develop artificial intelligence. The initiative, called Project Transcendence, will also focus on recruiting new talent to the kingdom, developing the local ecosystem, and encouraging tech companies to put resources in the country. Artificial intelligence may upend the way many health issues are detected and treated, boosting accuracy, saving money, and in many cases, drastically improving lives. While most AI-enabled devices approved by U.S. regulators today are diagnostic, the potential uses of the technology in healthcare are vast, from automating tedious administrative tasks to accelerating drug discovery. By some estimates, broad adoption of AI could save up to $360 billion in annual health spending. French AI. Startup Mistral launched a new content moderation API designed to address growing needs for AI safety and content filtering. The new moderation service, powered by a fine-tuned version of Mistral's Mistral 8B model, is designed to detect potentially harmful content across 9 different categories. Thanks for watching! This is an AI-generated video readout of this week's Computer Speak newsletter. To keep up to date with the latest news in AI and other emerging technologies, subscribe to Computer Speak on Substack.